Wow, that was definitely a shock. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm. Today is another windy day. Let me see if I can get these trees in the background. It's windy. Right here it's not too bad actually. So I read y'all's comments on the last video where I suggested, where I asked for y'all to leave a comment and let me know which one you think I want to do when it comes to feeding the goats with either that IBC tote container or just repair my old hay feeder, fence line hay feeder that I had built. They're staring at me, they're hungry. I gotta go over there and feed them anyway. We're gonna start with the chickens though. But I actually decided to wait on y'all's comments to see what a lot of y'all suggested before I did what I was wanting to do. So a lot of y'all left a lot of good comments. Some people like the IBC tote container idea. God, these chickens are loud. Some of y'all said, hey, your goats will probably get their head stuck, this and that. People have done it before. They've got videos out there on it already. I don't want to do any modifications on that tote. I don't want to cut anything. I don't want to build it. I just want to take the container out. One person said that he had great success feeding from the top, but then he'd have to flip it or they'd get their head stuck if they ate from the bottom because it's a little more narrow and they couldn't get their head out once they got their head in. So, but I don't think any of my, well, actually some of my smaller goats probably would get their head stuck, but some of my bigger goats, they wouldn't even be able to get their head all the way through there. So what I have decided to do is repair the one that's already in there, hang it back on the fence, and then do the IBC tote down the road. So I'd still have two feeders. I'd be able to feed in the tote on one side and feed on the fence feeder, do the fence line feeder on the other side. So I have two different spots. I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm only gonna do one today, and that's repair the fence line feeder. And the other day I fed my chickens and these goats got in here and ate all the chicken feed. Yeah, I got y'all out now. Yeah, look at them. They want to go in there. I had to get one out. Anyway, I like this door. This automatic door here. It's pretty simple. It just tells you right here to manually close or open it. You just press the OK 3 seconds and it'll either open it or close it, which one it ever needs to do. And that is the Chick Cozy door. I really do like that door. Look at that goat. He's like, come on in there. That's actually a she, not a he. Yeah, you can't get in there today, can you? Yesterday, all four of the goats were in here eating, and the chickens were up under because they were scared. So I had to get all the goats out, and they had already eaten most of the food. But when I originally fed the chickens, the goats weren't over here. So when I walked off to go feed the other chickens, they came over here and got in. So I will open this door again here in a little bit. I'll let them finish eating, but I also need to add some water. Water hose is here, but I want to let them eat first, because if I add water now, they'll all scatter over here and won't eat. All right, let's go feed these white chickens over here, and then we'll start working on the hay feeder. I'm gonna let you guys work with me. Let's watch this little white rooster right here. This one right here that's out. I'll walk towards there to feed him, and he'll automatically know where to go in at. He's pretty smart. There he goes. He already knows I'm coming to feed. Watch him. He'll go right under. He is the only one that does that. All the other ones get out, and they can't figure out how to get back in. But I guess maybe he's done it so often, he knows exactly what to do. And they say chickens have no intelligence. Well, that little dude does. He's got some intelligence. Hey, you're not even supposed to be over here. You're supposed to be with your girls. Stop picking on them. Now look, she got out. See, she can't figure it out. That little bitty rooster could. Watch, she'll figure it out though. She'll come down here. There she goes. All right, one more scoop. So this is my second time feeding them today. So remember, I do feed them right when I get home from work as well in the morning. So that they're eating by 7:45, 8 o'clock in the morning, each morning. But it never fails. No matter how often I feed them, they look like they're starving. What do y'all think? They're getting to be more and more brownish color, these ducks are. Do y'all see that? There's Goliath. Maybe it's mud. Maybe it's the dirty water, the pond water. Which they really don't even get in the pond very often. Yeah, it looks like we had a massacre. But we have not lost any chickens. But those feathers are everywhere. Okay, if you guys have ducks, go down and leave me a comment. This is gonna be the comment of the day. Let me know. Do y'all feed your ducks every single day just like you do your chickens? Especially if they're, let me know if you feed them all the time, if they're always on the pond and they're always out and about and they're never really around you. My ducks are around us a lot. So I do feed them here and there, but I do not feed them every day. I feed them, I bet I feed these ducks once every 4 days maybe. But they're healthy and they're fat. I mean, obviously they're surviving on their own just like wild ducks. So basically, these ducks are wild, but they live here. But let me know, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys do if you have ducks. Look, she's coming, the one that jumps the fence. And somebody asked, does she, I guess they didn't realize when they asked it, but that was her jumping over the fence. But someone asked, does she jump back over when she jumps out? Well, that was her jumping back over. So yes, when she jumps out, she'll jump back over. Like in the morning, I'll come out in the morning and she'll be back over there with them. So she doesn't, it's weird. I guess when it's nighttime and it's time to go to sleep, she'll jump back over, even without feed in here. She spends the night with them. She's the only smart goat that jumps over so she can go out here and eat instead of eating the hay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some hay out. Actually, let's just walk over here. Let me show you. By the way, if y'all are wondering where Tanya's at, she's a little under the weather, so she's gonna stay in the house. She's actually taking a nap right now. It's like 2 o'clock. She's feeling a little under the weather, so she's gonna take it easy for the rest of the day and probably tomorrow as well because she's off work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. All right, so let's feed the goats again right here. They're doing a good job of eating pretty much everything I throw over there for now. I don't know if they start, using the bathroom on it too often, they will probably stop eating it. Yeah, you stay off of there. She likes to jump up there. Let's see if she does it. Yep, here she goes. Nope. It's like her own little buffet. Okay, anyway, let's throw some hay over here to get them occupied over here, and then we'll start working on this. See how she's peeing right there? She just sat there and eating and peeing at the same time. That's what goats do. Typically they'll stand right where they're peeing and pooping. Now she's pooping, the same one. They just get to where they won't eat it. Some people have said they have good luck with their goats eating. Oh God! Wowzers, that hurt. Oh. Whew. Oh, I just had to take a break. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I stepped right into the electric fence on this side. Y'all didn't get to see it because I had the camera on the ground just watching them eat. But I came over here to throw some hay over. Oh, wowzers. And I hit this line right here. This is my line that goes straight to the fence. And it plugs in right here. It clips in. Well, I hit this, and there is nothing stopping the power. This is full force power right here on this line. That line right there. Oh man, I yelled like a little baby. That's like 5.8 joules. Straight, I mean, there's no slowing it down. It's straight from the source. Woo. And and not only that, but it shocked me right here where I leaned up against it. Well, my microphone is right here. So hopefully y'all are even hearing this. Hopefully it didn't kill my microphone. The green light's still on, so I think it's working. But then also right here, when I leaned over to put the hay in, oh man, I hit the other fence, which connected the two, which connected the electric line and this fence right here. It connected it, so I got shocked by this fence because it traveled through me right here because I was leaning over and it touched me right here. Oh, wowzers, y'all, give me a minute because that really hurt. That will knock you on the ground. And my microphone is under my shirt. It traveled all the way through that line in my microphone and shocked me here. Y'all can probably hear me tapping my microphone. All right, let me turn the camera off and check myself real quick. Okay. Yeah, that hurt. That is the hardest hitting fence I've ever had. So now I understand why these goats are not going through this fence. But yes, I do have a bruise here, and I'd show you if it wasn't, you know, like YouTube would probably demonetize and take me off of this. And I pulled my pants down and looked right here, and I've got a bruise here too. So I have a bruise where it hit me on the leg and this bruise here. So I have two bruises already. And I'm not saying they're bruises. They're definitely reddish, purplish marks. They will probably bruise though. So next time I do this, y'all remind me to turn my electric off if I'm gonna work in here. I got way too close to that fence. There was no reason for me to get that close to that fence. It didn't register that I was getting close to the line that feeds the electric fence. I do a good job of staying away from this fence when I throw stuff over, but my brain's not thinking, hey, don't forget about this line. That's what feeds it. My brain's not even thinking about that. You know, so getting shocked by this earlier makes me feel horrible about my dad running into the fence and getting shocked over and over for a little while until my mom was able to unplug it. But he said he didn't really feel much of it. I don't know if it was because maybe his wheelchair. I don't really know why he didn't feel it like I did, but I cried like a little baby. He manned up. He laughed about it. I'm laughing now, but man, that hurt. That hurt, y'all. I'm telling you. I do not want to get hit with that again. And not only that, I'm going to buy the one that's even stronger. It's 8 joules. It's like 8.8 joules, I think, or 8.6. I'm buying that one next, and it's going to do my entire 8-acre pasture out here, so I can put all my goats out there as well. But anyway, the only reason I threw hay over here is for that little boy goat, so that he could have his own little pile of hay, because all the other goats were eating over here. Well, they saw me do that. Now they're all coming over here to eat. So, but they're doing a good job. They're all eating here and there. I don't even know if I feel good enough to repair this. I mean, that really hit me hard. Now I understand why these goats are like, yeah, I'm not touching that again. Whew. All right, let me take a look at this, and we'll see if we can repair it real quick. What are you doing? Okay, so I took a look. Hey, get off. I took a look at this real quick off camera, and it's really not as bad as I thought it was. Basically, I think I can still hang it on the fence like I originally had it. Why are y'all standing on it? Come over here. Come over here. Come on. What are y'all doing? Go eat. Go eat your hay. I guess I should have brought some grain. Don't get on it. Don't get on it. Anyway, when I'm done hanging it on the fence, I'll bring it in close. But I have these metal hooks on all four pieces of the straight pieces of wood, the vertical pieces, that hook it right on the fence. So it's not hard to hang it. I was thinking he did a little more damage than what I see here. Oops. Yeah, some of them I may not be able to hook. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think oh, I see what I'm doing wrong, duh. I forgot I had cutouts where the T-posts were. Sometimes I don't look at what I'm doing, I just start working. I think that's pretty much every man. Now, of course, I'll have a couple men say, no, I always look. I'm never not aware. All right. Okay, so that is secure. It's on there. This one side here is this one right here is not going down very well. But I can see where he's cracked the wood by just hammering on it all the time. Okay, so you can see these hooks right here. And they just hook over the fence. And I have two on each vertical post. And they worked great. They really do work great. But I'm still gonna have to do something like, because what happens is they get, like Megatron will start getting angry probably. He'll get that testosterone flowing through him. And he'll start beating up on this. Just, you know, just like any, well, I don't know about Megatron, but most goats will. Most bucks will start trying to destroy stuff. And this gives them just enough opening to get their mouths through and pull the hay. Some openings are wider because they've, you know, like this, I'll have to clip off because they've destroyed it. But you can see like this is wider, obviously, this little area. And I did originally have some chicken wire on the back side of this to keep the hay from coming back through this side. So I may have to do that as well. I may have to repair that part. Just depends on how much comes back through. Because if hay starts dropping on the ground here on the outside, they'll try to get their heads through here. They really will. And look at all this damage. I mean, none of this was like this. This is Chip last year just destroying this thing. I mean, he did a number on it. I think, honestly, I think they like these little points. I think they like it scratching their head. I really do. You wouldn't think they'd like that, but I really think they do. So this was all my old chicken wire that was across here. So we'll see if it works without it. But anyway, like I was saying, I think I will have to like put some wire like right here in this corner around this horizontal piece going all the way down to here to help keep it from coming up. Because what happens is they get up under here with their horns, and then he hits it this way. So that'll pull these hooks up off of the horizontal pieces. Hopefully you guys are following along with what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna try it the way it is and see what happens. I'm gonna cut some of this stuff off that I think they may poke their eyes with or something like that. I wanna cut some of that out so they don't hurt themselves. But I'm just gonna fill it with hay and put some, secure it to the fence a little bit better and work with it. We'll see what happens. But this is pretty good hay. I don't know if y'all can see on the video. This is decent hay, and it's still somewhat greenish color. So they're gonna get their best protein out of it probably right now versus 4 months from now. They're enjoying it. They're eating it. Megatron, what do you think? Are they all bred already? Mega is looking a little skinnier in the hindquarters back there. That's your girlfriend, dude. Stop treating her like that. Golly. I know, he's mean, isn't he? He is. He's still kind of like a teenage boy. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all in kind of close and kind of show you. So this is what I'm talking about. This piece here, it's off all the way down. It's not attached to any of these. Even some of these other ones are getting like that. I may have to replace this front piece eventually, but I'll try to make it through this season. But this is what I'm talking about. Tying it from here to here, and then I'll probably take a piece right up here against this corner and try to tie it down here as well. The only reason I don't like doing it here like this is because I'm going to stuff hay through here, and this is going to get in the way at times. So I'd rather do it right up against, this wood, like come from here and go down. You want to help me? Are you working with me? Yeah? You're awful sweet. Okay, so before I start filling it with hay, I want to show you. Here's one from this corner I was talking about, and it's just going down the side, and it hooks in here. That's pretty secure. And then I did one more over here on the outside. It's up here at the top, and like I said, it's tight and secure. It just wraps it around. So that should help hold it there if they do start trying to pull it, off of the fence with their horns. I really only think it would be Megatron. The girls never show any aggression like that to anything other than each other. They'll headbutt each other, but the bucks will definitely destroy anything. They'll destroy it all. And they just take their aggression out on stuff, really. I think that's all it is, really. So now I'm going to fill it with hay. And I left some of this chicken wire right here. I re-secured it to this part of the fence just to kind of give myself a comparison when this hay over here is in. And then, when all the hay is in, I'll see how much is on the ground down here. And if there's way more on this side, then obviously I need to, put chicken wire back on it to hold the hay in place. So you can see I re-secured this one here. There's none over here, so we'll see what happens. See, I can just see it falling on the ground a little bit. You can see kind of how this holds it in. I don't know, we'll just have to give it a week or so. See what happens. Megatron's gonna come and inspect it. Come on, Megatron, give me your approval. Megatron is not used to eating out of this because Chip would not let him last year. So Chip would eat out of this and keep Megatron from eating out of it. That's why I had to always put hay over here on the ground so that Megatron could eat. So this is like really Megatron's first time to eat out of this. What are you doing? You're making a no, that is not what I wanted. Well, shoot. She's gonna eat from this side. See, he's already being aggressive with it. Oh, I gotta be close to this fence. Be careful, Mike. So if he gets frustrated and can't get the hay out good enough, that's probably what's gonna get him to beat it up. So a lot of y'all will ask why I don't just let them eat just like from this side. Like, why do I put the other stuff on there? It's because a lot of these, like these size goats, will stick their whole head in there and get stuck. And then it's so narrow in here. This is so narrow, it's hard for me to get their head out. If they just stick their head through here, I can get it out no problem. But when they get their head stuck in here, there's not much maneuverability inside of there. So that's because originally I just let them try to eat like this. And they do waste a lot of hay like this because they pull it and it falls on the ground. They pull too much and it falls on the ground. So when you use the other stuff, the 2x4 wire on one side, they don't get to pull as much at one time. So what they pull, they actually eat. So this is Bottle Cap right here, brown and white one. And this is Nuka, her baby from 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And this right there is her baby from 2 years ago. Hello, Nuka. So this brown one right here will be Nuka size within about 1.5 years probably. All right, and I got the rest over here eating. That little buckling will make his way over here eventually. He's probably the one that finishes up and cleans up all the scraps. He is low man on the totem pole for sure. I feel much better having this hay feeder back on the fence where I can feed them. They won't waste hardly any of this. Now, we may waste some on this opposite side, this back side, but we'll just have to check it out and I'll keep you all updated on that. But I will make sure this gets filled every single day. They will probably go through 3/4 of this a day with all of them. Last year I could fill this up and Chip would eat through it in about 4 days, maybe 5 days really. But with all these goats up here, they'll go through all this pretty much, probably all of it in a day. We'll see, 3/4 to all of it in one day. Here pretty soon, I'm gonna start working on that IBC tote as well. So I'll probably keep hay in this and that IBC tote container as well. So that way they'll have 2 options to eat from. We'll see y'all in the next video. Remember, do the good. Okay, you're welcome. Y'all enjoy. Don't get yourself stuck over there. Megatron, you behave, okay? That hay feeder's gotta last me all year, so don't destroy it.
At the Fowler family farm, come along and ride with us through this life's journey we go through. At the